In 2021, Clubhouse was everywhere. Celebrities were hosting rooms, VCs were throwing millions at it, and people were begging for invites. But now, it's practically silent. So what happened in Clubhouse, and why do these apps blow up only to vanish just as fast? Clubhouse launched in March 2020, right as the world locked down. It offered something fresh, live audio conversations. No filters, no editing, just real raw voices. By December, it had over 600,000 users, and 2 months later, 6 million. And by March 2021, Clubhouse had over 10 million active users with a $4 billion valuation. But just as fast as it rose, it started to fall apart. At first, Clubhouse felt like a digital speakeasy. It was invite only, elusive, and exclusive. You could listen to Elon Musk talk about Mars, you could listen to Kanye rant, you could even stumble into a 2 a.m. debate on NFTs. And since there were no recordings, it created urgency. You just had to be there. That urgency plus pandemic boredom made it addictive. Some called it live podcasting, others said it was audio Twitter. Whatever it was, whatever you wanted to call it, it worked for a while. So, what went wrong? Well, first, Clubhouse was slow to expand. It stayed on iOS only until May 2021, over a year after launch. Second, there were no replay features. If you missed something great, well, too bad. Third, discovery sucked. There was no algorithm. If you weren't following the right people, you missed the best content. And then came the burnout. Hosting a room every day wasn't sustainable, and listening to strangers talk for hours, not how people wanted to spend their time, especially once the world reopened. Meanwhile, big tech moved fast. Twitter launched Spaces, Discord pushed stage channels, Facebook, Spotify, and hell, even LinkedIn were all rolling out their own live audio features. Clubhouse had the idea, but the others had the infrastructure and the audience. But here's the real reason Clubhouse failed. It was built on hype, not habits. The tech world loves exclusivity, invite only, status, and scarcity. But hype fades and habits stick. Clubhouse didn't create a daily loop. There was no algorithm, no discovery engine, just chaos. People showed up for the novelty and the fun, but they didn't stay. And on top of that, the content moderation fell apart. You had hate speech, misinformation, and the room quality just became unpredictable and too chaotic. What looked like the future of conversation was really just a pandemic trend. It gave people the connection they needed when they needed it the most, but once life resumed, that need people had disappeared. The app still exists, but the numbers tell the story. From 10 million active users in 2021 to just 3.5 million by the end of that same year. Clubhouse isn't the first platform to crash like this, and it won't be the last. But it's a reminder, in the attention economy, hype is easy, but habits are everything. I'm the Internet Investigator, and every week I break down strange stories from the digital world. Subscribe to stay curious and tell me in the comments, did you ever use Clubhouse? Do you still use it? And do you ever think it had a real future? I'll catch you in the next one.